Hey, guess who's furiously treading water trying to catch up to his pre-planned advent calendar schedule that he's way behind on? That's right, it's this guy with day 4 of the advent calendar unboxing. We're continuing along the little mastermind theme that I had kind of set up with Xanatos from the hit cartoon in the 90s, Disney's Gargoyles. This is a NECA figure here. I have a few of the Gargoyles figures already. I have Goliath and Demona. I didn't really bother with any of the others, but yeah, you can see here, it's got a window, it's got Xanatos visible through that window, and we've got a bunch of accessories, we've got a bunch of hands and stuff. It looks pretty good. The overall presentation of this toy is pretty solid. Pretty solid. We got all these other releases teased down here. Again, I've only got like 2 of them. But yeah, let's marvel at Jonathan Frakes in plastic form here. Let's marvel at this box. We've got a whole bunch of credits on the bottom too. May as well showcase those, I suppose. Because yeah, like credit where credit is due and stuff. Always credit your sources. But yeah, we're going to get Xanatos open and get to it. So Xanatos, as I already alluded to, voiced by Jonathan Frakes on the 90s cartoon Gargoyles. It's actually a cartoon I didn't watch properly all the way through until 2010s, 2020s. Way too long in any case, but very, very good show. Like, I had a Xanatos toy as a kid. Like, I had the Xanatos toy that they came out with. I saw, like, maybe 1 or 2 episodes of the cartoon. So that wasn't really enough to judge properly on. But, yeah. We've got Xanatos in here. We've got a bunch of twist ties. So let's cut these. Liberate him from his packaging. And then let's take a look at this figure. I know NECA stuff can be kind of hit or miss sometimes. Like, their stuff looks neat, don't get me wrong, but, you know, sometimes they'll have stiff joints. Their stuff is pricey. Yeah. Yeah, like, NECA can be hit or miss depending on who you talk to. I don't have that many NECA figures anymore. I think I sold most of mine off. But one thing to show off, first of all, I guess, before you even get Xanatos off, is the bonus accessory that was advertised on the box, if you read it properly. And that is, he comes with these closed wings for Demona. I do have Demona. This was not the reason I bought Xanatos. I bought Xanatos because I really like his character. Like, he is where the TV trope of Xanatos Gambit comes from. But yeah, I really wanted to get these Demona wings too. So we're going to show those wings off as well as part of this. And I'm going to start with that. I'm going to bring Demona down here with her giantess bat wings that, yeah, they take up a lot of space. So wouldn't it be nice if I could just pop these wings out and replace them entirely with wings that do not throw the balance of the toy? That would be fantastic if only NECA made that option available. And if only they didn't require you to buy other toys in order to have that. Oh well, beggars can't be choosers, I guess. But yeah, so we got her wings off there. And these ones can just be plopped on by just putting back over here and then plugging them in. There's no real posability to these ones the same way the other wings had. It's just the standard Gargoyles. They wore their wings as capes. And Demona wears her wings as capes very well here, as you can see. Like, yeah, it looks good. Let me just actually get on camera. Yeah, it actually looks good here. Again, we got the 2 pegs back there. A little bit of posability, just from the sake of these are soft plastic. So you can, you know, play with them a little bit. But yeah, really, they're meant to kind of just sit down there. But, you know, then you don't have to worry about these giant wings mucking up the balance of the figure. Really, the only thing you have to do is just make sure that they get out of the way of Demona and her tendency to use big fancy guns. And I guess I probably need to use the tail to stand her up, but anyway, yeah, there we go. It is a purchase of Demona wings. So hooray, huzzah, yeah. Anyway, seriously though, let's put Demona off to the side. And let's dig into David Xanatos himself. Multi-billionaire. He is the originator of the TV trope known as the Xanatos Gambit. In that, Xanatos is one of those characters who, whenever he loses, yeah. Hold up, this is making a lot of noise. Ah, this isn't fully cut, that's why. Okay. Yeah, and this one too. Yeah, the thing that's really compelling about Xanatos as a character, though, is that Xanatos, like, the whole Xanatos Gambit, the idea with that is it's the whole thing of villains who manage to get wins out of losses. And Xanatos is the epitome of that. Even when Xanatos loses, like, he usually gains some knowledge. He doesn't look at it as really a loss. He goes, well, I learned something here. I learned what to do, what not to do. And sometimes he full on, like, is fully expecting that the gargoyles are going to win in a confrontation or something like that. And, you know, like, he's just trying to learn more from his enemies and, or use his enemies to his own ends or do some sort of thing that isn't going to pay off for a while. But anyway, yeah, here is David Xanatos himself, again, voiced by Jonathan Frakes. Yep, it's a very Jonathan Frakesy face. I mean, yeah, he's got the Riker beard. Well, no, he's got more the Tom Riker beard, I suppose, than the Riker beard. Like, it's not full. And, you know, like the ponytail and stuff like that. You know, it looks pretty good overall. Looks pretty good. I think I see some minor paint blemishes on the back hair. Some minor paint blemishes. But, I mean, the actual sculpt, though, like, it's a very good Xanatos sculpt here. We got, you know, soft plastic here for the jacket. Standard for figures. Posability-wise, let's take a look at this. We've got... It's similar to Marvel Legends here. We've got a double ball joint set up here for the neck. So the top of the neck is ball jointed, but also the bottom. You know, gives a good range of poses you can do. No butterfly joints on him. Arms only go up to about here. I mean, it's a suit jacket. You're only going to get so much range in a suit jacket, but a little bit disappointing. But yeah, we can go around like this too. He does have double jointed elbows here, as you can see. The actual effective range that they give you, though, is only about this. So, not really a lot of range. I mean, like, you can see the joint here. It's not too bad, I suppose, sculpt-wise. Fists go in and out. There are multiple hands. I will get into that in a second. Yeah, in and out. Let's see, waist. He does have... Oh, yeah, it is a little bit of a ball waist. Cool. Cool. And the actual shirt here, interestingly, the shirt is soft plastic over top of, like, a core there. So you can kind of, if you play around with this, you can kind of see, like, the core pink body underneath. But yeah, what else? The actual hips. Hip range. Pretty good considering the suit jacket. I mean, you're not really going to be putting Xanatos in a lot of dynamic poses anyway. Yeah, range here in the pant leg goes up to about there. Considering he was wearing tailored suits, that's not too bad. We have a little bit of a swivel here at the knee, as well as a bend that goes about... Yeah, it's only about a 90-degree bend. I mean, sculpt is pretty good here, though. Not really... Sculpt isn't really interfering with anything. It looks pretty uniform. You know, a bit better than the elbows here. But, yeah, no, it's pretty good pants sculpt. And then, yeah, and then we have up-down, side-to-side. So, oh, yeah, we have toe articulation, too. He also has some pegs here if you do have some stands. I think NECA does sell stands, so presumably those are compatible with NECA stands. Alright, let's see. So let's stand him up. Let's start looking at his accessoire. So, accessory-wise, we have a gun. This looks very similar to the one that Demona has. It's not 100% identical, it looks like. Well, no, actually it is. It just doesn't have a rocket in it right here. It's just the gun itself. Anyway, this is going back in the box, though, because, yeah. We have a secondary head. Second head. Right here. It is just an angrier Xanatos expression. I guess there's a few things you could do with this. I mean, you've got Coyote. You've potentially got Coyote, like the evil Xanatos AI that you could use this as. Or you can just plop on and off the head. It looks like that you have to pop off the whole neck assembly to change these out. So let's do that. Yeah, this pops off like that. And then we will pop this one on. I don't think I've got it quite on all the way. Yeah, I'm going to be popping the other head back on anyway, so I don't think I have the neck quite on all the way. But I mean, you know, the head looks okay. I'm not going to be using this head. I like the calm, confident planning Xanatos better than just like the, you know, little bit angry Xanatos. I mean, both are very accurate representations of how he was in the show. So, I mean, I'm not saying one is better than the other, but like the calculating, scheming, confident Xanatos, I really like that. This head evokes that very well. All right, so slipping that head back into the box. Again, why bother keeping these out if I'm not actually tossing the box in the Gargoyles toys? What else we got here? We got a set of, looks like a set of nunchucks here. Oh, and we've got a beam effect here. Beam effect for the gun. So yeah, I'll just pop these out here. Yeah, so instead of a rocket, it looks like Xanatos' gun is a beam weapon. I'll just pop his gun back out. Like so. Yeah, so boom. Yeah, beam weapon. That's cool. Again, this is not something I'm going to keep out. And then, yeah, and it looks like we have some nunchucks over here. Are these nunchucks or... I'm not sure what the... It's been a while since I've seen the Gargoyles cartoon. I'm sure that a friend of mine that's a big Gargoyles fan is... If they are watching this, they're probably yelling at me about what this actually is. But, yeah, it's not nunchucks. I think it's clearly some sort of, like, talisman or jewelry or something. But I'm not really... But, again, it's been a while since I've seen the Gargoyles cartoon. I cannot actually remember. But, ooh, this... This came off right away, and this plastic is really, really soft. Like, I'm already kind of deforming it, just trying to hook this back on. That's NECA for you. Oh, no. Yeah. Yeah, that's a knock against that. I mean, it's an accessory I'm not going to be displaying it with, but it's not a great sign when right out of the gate you have this thing that's not attached that looks like it's maybe a bit... Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's not attached, maybe because it's a little bit warped. Yeah, like there we go. I'm just need to push, yeah, like I'm just pushing this hook back into place. But yeah, it's not exactly a great look. Again, stuff I'm not really going to be messing with, so I may as well leave it in the box. But, yeah. NECA for you. That is freaking NECA in a nutshell. Otherwise, though, accessory-wise, we have the save icon. That's right, he comes with a floppy disk, because the show was made in the 90s when people actually used copies. Sorry, when they actually used floppies. And it's a really good floppy disk. Like, check this out here. Check it out. It's a really nice floppy disk. Seriously, it's legit a good floppy disk. And he's got a hand for holding the floppy disk. Let's do that. Yeah, so he's got a hand for holding the floppy. You know, I might actually display him with this. Let's see what else. We've got a couple of, we've got a grasping hand, we've got an open hand, we've got a gun trigger hand. So like a few, and then we've got like, the floppy holding hand. And yeah, it's just a matter of just swap them out, swap them in. And now don't copy that floppy. But yeah, no, I love this sort of nostalgia here for like things like floppy disks. So yeah, I'm going to probably just display him holding a floppy, because why not? Xanatos' biggest strength is his business powers. So why would I really want to display him with a weapon or something like that? Yes, he did use weapons sometimes in the series, but his real superpower was his brain. And that was what made him like the most dangerous man alive. And also, like he was an antagonist, but he was also like, often he wasn't like fighting the gargoyles themselves, which is kind of fun. Like he was one of those villains that just, yeah. Size-wise, just to compare with some of the other masterminds that we've done so far. Let's bring down Loki and Kingpin. It's NECA, so NECA is a slightly different scale. So yeah, he is dwarfing Kingpin right here. And Loki is... Yeah, he's taller than Loki, but again, that is NECA's scale. They do not have the same scale as Marvel Legends. They do not operate on the same strict one that, I guess, the 1/12 scale that Hasbro uses. I'm not sure what exact scale NECA uses, but yeah, it's always been very slightly different. But anyway, yeah, that is Xanatos. That is the Machiavellian mastermind himself. And with that said, that is the Day 4 video, and now I'm going to keep scrambling to catch up on all of these. Techno signing out.